He commented to the song and he said the shit sounds like how them shoes look, little nigga. Garbage can. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a cultural thing. That's a cultural absence right there. Because if
the song is trash.
But American know what those sneakers symbolize. You see what I'm saying? American know what them sneakers symbolize.
Yo, Friday. You were right. They try to make it like Canadians lack culture or just
like we don't wear the same Air Force Ones when we trying to slide. We wear the same black Air Force Ones when we trying to slide up here too, nigga. It's not an American thing. It's just the best shoes to slide in.
Yeah, niggas in the UK be having the Nike tracksuits on doing the same thing.
I'm just saying, bro.
Bruh, Kyrie, just accept the shit that, this nigga Kendrick corny. He made melatonin music.
No, the song. My thing, I don't know why y'all worried about the song so much. Y'all should be worried about the Super Bowl. Y'all worried about the goddamn song. Y'all need to get prepared for the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, I think we're trying to figure out, because the guy's a calculated guy, always with a motive, and he does things for a reason. Why did he drop the song? Again, my thoughts is, hey, he's dropping a song because he wants to change the narrative. He wants to do a David Blaine magic trick, okay? While everybody's giving Jay-Z shit for the decision, and also he's conveniently not ignoring the fact that he was a staunch supporter of Kaepernick, and now he's, I guess, performing at the Super Bowl, the same place that, Kaepernick is not invited. The entire league doesn't invite him. Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about that. He'd rather talk about,
He's gonna say anything about Jay-Z though. We don't care about that stuff. Y'all bringing up shit that we already.
Hold on. Jay-Z and Kendrick are two different people. Jay-Z was a nigga who literally said he could sell water to a whale. He lost 92 bricks. That's never been a nigga that's ever taunted or touted any type of black excellence unless it benefited him. Kendrick was making songs that were damn near like some Rosa Parks, like yo, we gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Like sit at the front of the bus type song. That was his gig. That's kind of like how people were like, yo, this is his music was the soundtrack for the whole BLM movement. Like, come on, that's different. No.
Yeah, but what did that got to do with the fact that like, nigga, these niggas been doing this? That's what I'm saying. These niggas been doing this type of music. We keep arguing about the music. It's not about the music no more. This nigga Kendrick is on some Jay-Z shit where like every time you drop, I'm gonna make sure you remember me by stepping on your shit all the time, like Jay-Z do with fucking Nas type shit. That's why I look at it. That's the level they playing at. Like you said, these niggas not going back to back for songs. These niggas going back to back for moments. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one thing I'll say about you, Kyrie, you're clearly a Kendrick guy. But let me see if you could think maybe objectively a little bit. You have all type of criticisms for Drake. What do you think Drake should do? You tell me.
I do think Drake should take a little while off and come back with a more conscious project than he's ever done before.
What do you mean conscious? Like,
just a little bit more reflective into like, whatever he can.
Reflective how? Because Drake's albums are always personal. Like, you just want an album where he says, "Yo, I lost," and I'm
not
sad.
What I want, because I appreciate Drake's music. I'm just saying, I think if we having the conversation, I feel like sometimes we could talk about the actual music and what, like, for instance, it's not like you've made any like jaw dropping streams going overhype about the music the nigga dropped. Tends to be.
I like No Face. Circadian Rhythm is one of
No Face is fire. I play No Face about 30 times a day. I ain't gonna lie. The Instagram version, though. The Instagram version.
Circadian Rhythm is super dope.
Circadian Rhythm is cool.
It's up as fire.
Yeah, but even like, again, your tone, like, I think a big part of it is that everything Drake is doing is somewhat expected. With Kendrick, you don't have that.
This is the problem. With niggas like Kyrie, really, he's just not keeping a bean. His advice for Drake is, nigga, just go in a ditch and die. Like that's what you really want to say.
I'm not
bro, nigga didn't say anything like that. Like, what are you
Yo, a nigga like Kyrie, there's nothing Drake could do to appease him.
No.
I hear what Kyrie's saying. Kyrie wants conscious
Like I just told you I listened to No Face.
Okay, all right, hold on.
I have to go to Instagram and listen to it.
Wait,
like 30
when
times
have we gotten? So hold on. Are we saying that we used to get conscious? When have we gotten this conscious Drake that you want him to go back to?
No, that's my point, nigga. He never done it, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what he need to do. Obviously, he need to do something different if the shit not working.
So you want him to turn? Yo, hold on. So you want him to turn into?
Hold on. One mic.
Wait. So
wait.
So you want him to turn into Kendrick? You want him to get conscious?
No, I want him.
You want Drake to put on a dashiki?
Yeah, you want that nigga with a dashiki, huh?
That'd be fire. I mean, if it's fire music, it's fire music. But like, I think he need to do some more. Like the music can't be what we expect. From
this is why Drake said, "I don't make music for man. I make music for the bitches." You want him to be Kendrick?
That's fact. And that was hard. That was cool though. It was hard. It was like a hard in the moment. But like, all right, what else? And that's the problem. My question is, do you think that he was doing what he needed to do by dropping those 6 songs? Obviously not, but I want you to answer that directly right now. What do you feel about those 6 songs?
Wait, okay. Restate that again. You said, "Do I think what?"
What do you feel about? Do you think he was doing enough to mitigate this conversation that we're already having by dropping those 6 songs? Do you feel satisfied as a pure Drake fan? Do you feel satisfied by those 6 songs? Me personally,
hold on. I think he was working his way away from that moment. I think he has the joint in the tuck, but he realizes you can't fight the internet. You got to get away from the moment that people could at least have neutral ears before you drop that joint. But his strategy.
What the fuck did I just say about going away for a little while? That's not.
Bro, I was waiting for him to finish.
But that's the same thing. Wait. That's how you know y'all niggas be dick sucking and moving the goalposts.
No. Here's the thing though. No, but that's not Drake's strategy. Everything that y'all want to say Drake should do sounds like what Kendrick does. Oh,
everything Kendrick has done is what we thought Drake would do.
No, but hear what I'm saying. Listen. So your only strategy for this artist is that he should be like the other artists. What the fuck? Drake does not disappear for you.
That's the point, bro. That's not the point. The point is, bro, it's psychology. Fuck Kendrick, nigga. This has nothing to do with Kendrick. If it was somebody else, it would be the same remedy. It's just psychology. If the public perception is against you and it's so strong against you where you're fighting such a fucking uphill battle, it's not possible for you to climb the mountain. You need to go and take yourself away from the equation, let people move on naturally, and then you come out and start doing this fucking PR move with this 100 gig drops. You start reminding people why they fuck with you. You do all that. You don't do it in the middle of the moment when niggas is still blatantly hating you, bro.
Hey, once again, with everybody with that opinion, all y'all act like this is like. First of all, that opinion has more of a success rate.
Did you not just say you need to get away from the moment?
Wait, hold on. No.
Thank you. He literally just said that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
but not by taking a break and not dropping. It's what he's doing. I'm just throwing out some random loosies that ain't really the joints, but it's basically like a mixtape. Oh, here's a song here. Here's a throwaway here. Here's some footage. Until we get to a point where he gives an album, right? Because these aren't albums. You
gotta drop when there's a killer still lurking around.
What?
You gotta watch what you drop when there's a killer still lurking around. And I'm saying this as somebody in Toronto, as a Drake fan. You can't be trying to just test the waters when there's a little 5-foot killer in LA waiting to jump on you, dog. And that's the thing. This nigga dropped one song and it's already got 10 million plus views on it and everybody's going crazy and it's not even good, B.
Look at the egg face.
what killer y'all talking about?
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah. You're sick.
Dog.
It's
obvious the nigga's obsessed. So if you got an obsessed person running around, a stalker, you got to watch what you're dropping because the stalker's still out there.
All right. Okay. All right. So now let me reframe. You bring up an interesting point. Do you believe that Drake should be very cognizant and aware? Like, does Drake have to look at what Kendrick's doing or could he just play his own game?
He has to look at what the temperature of way the culture's looking at him.
Right. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. What he just said. That's the entire point. Where I feel like this nigga is. You're trying to force your hand, and no one is going to give into that. Like no one gives a fuck what you want right now, nigga. You just gotta take this moment, eat it, and learn how to fucking take your ball and go home, bro. Just for right now. Nobody is saying you're done forever. Nobody is saying you can't pop out at some point. It's just right now, nigga, it's a time and a place, and right now is not the time for you to be out and about, bro. It's just not.
And it's not the time to have a nigga like that around being so goddamn
I think only Kendrick fans will come up with such a dumb fucking idea for him to just disappear. Again, his strategy, that's never been a strategy. Also, here's the thing. Y'all are talking out both sides of your mouth. Y'all saying that this little leprechaun is basically this killer that is like Drake got to watch out for. So you think if Drake takes a fucking break, and let's say he comes back in, I don't know, a year, you don't think the leprechaun is going to pop up back in a year? Like you're acting like, oh, if he goes away for a year, Kendrick will leave him alone. Nigga, what Kendrick got going on.
If he goes away, and I don't even think a whole year. If he goes away for, let's say, 6 months, and Kendrick is not providing the bops that people need in the clubs and in the different venues where people really need Drake music, Kendrick is not going to do that. He's going to give you a bunch of conscious, slow shit. He may give you 1-2 bops that might hit in the club, but Drake is the provider of bops. Now, if the bop guy disappears for 6 months, niggas is going to be like, yo, I need some bops. Where's Drake at? Here I am.
Anime arc.
I mean, but he's spitting.
By the way, I do agree that's one strategy. I'm just saying that has not been Drake's modus operandi. Like, he doesn't operate like that. Also, here's the thing.
He uses big words now, y'all.
If he has to think about how Kendrick is moving and kind of shift his strategy based on that, it's clear this little leprechaun is obsessed. Even if he took 5 years off, Kendrick gonna drop a song on the 5th year anniversary the day he come back. It's clear. So you got to.
But then it'll be clear that the nigga's obsessed. Now you can.
It's clear like, now.
Nigga's obsessed.
It's clear now.
I fell back for a year, and this nigga's still talking about me. Get this nigga out of here.
Yo.
That's when you can change the cultural conversation.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want no rapper that's as pussy to let another man make him stop releasing music. I don't want that person as my favorite rapper. Fuck what Kendrick got going on. He could drop 39 albums. Do you, my brother? You get what I'm saying? Do you? Like, listen how y'all sound. Oh my God. Maybe if I fall back for a year and if he still drops when I'm dropping, at least the culture will know that he's obsessed because I fell back and he's still. What?
You're asking us, nigga. You're asking us, how does he come back from this with a win? How does he come back and let motherfuckers accept him? That's how. You over here talking about male ego, nigga. What you're saying right now is appealing to fucking ego, nigga. Like, oh man, I'm not gonna stop because this nigga is fucking still dropping. I'ma still come out and shoot myself in the foot because nobody want to fucking hear what I got to say, bro. Like, come on, man.
Y'all Kendrick fans are crazy, man. Y'all niggas is saying that Drake should stop putting out music. Drake should stop putting out music because Kendrick is alive. What in the fuck?
You've been hurt ever since the battle, haven't you been?
There's no hurt. What I'm saying is that,
come on, bro, we gotta
what y'all just said, what y'all just said sounds like some really dumb fucking advice. That he should go into some purgatory.
Okay, then act. Let me ask you this: is what he's doing right now working then?
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
It has been. I literally said he's actually now starting to build some momentum. Right? I said
until the killer came back out.
Well, how do we know this stopped his momentum? Right? Like, obviously if anything, this is continue to brings up it just gives more life to Not Like Us. Here's what I'm saying. Drake got to play an independent game. He can't play this, let me schedule around you, let me play this tit for tat. He got to play his game, bro. His game.
Well, why not act? Kendrick is scheduling his shit around him.
No, he's not. Who said that?
What? Kendrick, Friday, Ricky Dread. I said Kendrick is literally scheduling his rollout around Drake.
How?
Yeah, I don't think
Not like us. Not like us is literally his part of his rollout. It's a song dissing Drake.
That was a diss
you don't
song.
Think he's gonna ride that momentum into his album?
Bro, that was a song. That was a diss song in a battle.
Yes, but that's also gonna take him into the Super Bowl and take him into his album.
Yo, if anything, you'd have been better off making a point saying that what I think is happening is that Kendrick is his album has to have some type of patriotic theme to it. He dropped Not Like Us on July 4th, Independence Day. He had Pop Out on Juneteenth, basically Black People Independence Day. And then the biggest is pretty much a holiday. On 9/11, he drops a new song. Like, yes, he's taken really important days in American history and given us his art. I do think some of that is to fuck with Drake, but I do think this is more of the theme or the wave that he's on. Even his announcement is mimicking, or he pays respect to a guy in a movie that is giving a really patriotic speech. So I have to believe he's making some type of, he's probably making the lyrical version of This Is America.
I'm gonna be real with you, Act. You know when I think his first single, hold on, you know when I think he's gonna drop his first single for his album?
When?
MLK Day.
That makes sense.
I think he's gonna do that. And then it rolls into fucking Super Bowl. And then he just rides the momentum to his album dropping.
Probably will. Hey, he's being strategic. He definitely is being strategic.
But what about your mans though? What you think he gotta do? Let's get back to that.
Be just as obsessed with that nigga. That nigga's obsessed with him.
Niggas like Kyrie. You can tell.
Let's get back to that, nigga. Fuck all that
okay, I'll tell you what Drake needs to do. Drake needs to keep his own pace going. Like, don't do tit for tat. Number one, Kendrick has shown you that he's a better chess player than you, right? He's 4 moves ahead, and you can't be reactive to him because he got a lot of shit already going on. Play your own game. You know what Drake's own game is at this point? Okay, you did 100 gigs. You're throwing out these songs that people are, I'm telling you, people are liking Circadian Rhythm. People are liking No Face. It's Up is a good song. You gotta, again, it's like Lil Baby trying to come back, right? You gotta build that momentum. Do some features. Start killing shit. That's what it is.
Act, you a numbers guy, right?
Go ahead, yeah.
So let's say 2 out of 6, that's 30% from the field. You think you gonna do you think is that satisfying for you as a super fan from your favorite artist?
What do you mean 2 out of 6?
6 songs drop. 2 of them we can be all in agreement that are working.
Wait. Are when you say 2 out of 6, are you saying the other's a whack? Because he hasn't dropped a whack song.
And comparatively from Drake, that's what's sticking. We are all Drake fans, and that we can compare Drake to Drake. That's what I'm asking you. From a super Drake fan, what do you think that's a high enough percentile from the 6 songs to keep it going, to keep the momentum? That's what I'm asking you.
From a guy who's dropping just random songs, I think he's having a slow build, and I like it.
Okay.
I'd rather this than him go away, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I do think him going away for anything over 6 months loses more momentum than it gains.
Okay, well, let's project. Again, you're a numbers guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say it looks like he's doing 3 packs. If he drops another 3-pack and only 1 works, what would you say then?
What are we calling working?
Added a
starting going into the top 10.
Look at No Face, which I think is fabulous. The Instagram version. And Circadian Rhythms, the same way you feel about those 2 songs. If there was to be another song, 1 out of 3, how would you feel then? What would you say then to the effort post beat? You're a numbers guy, right?
I think he's building. Like, until he rolls out an official song.
How many songs does he need to put out before you feel like we're past the threshold?
No, he could put out.
You're in a deficit.
No, he could put out 15 million songs until he says my album is coming out in 2 weeks. Here's my first single. And that single belly flops. Now we got to hit that button. That's panic time. But these songs, I expect nothing of them.
That's very generous. That's very generous.
The amount of leeway you're giving the amount of leeway you are giving him right now is insane. Is insane, bro. Coming from you, no less.
Yo, all right, hold on. Yo, this is why I say, man. Yo, by the way, do we all agree that Drake's the greatest ever, right? We got to say he's the greatest ever.
Nah, no.
Listen, as somebody from Toronto, Drake is the top artist in my books.
Okay,
but I have to be objective. You got to be objective too, dog.
Yeah, bro.
These songs would be hitting way more if this was a year ago,
bro. Yo, all right, hold on. This is why I get frustrated with everybody when we talk about this topic, right? And let me put it on the screen right quick because, like, it I don't know why we have like these unique rules for this guy. Like, I just heard Friday just says, "Yo, the only way we know it's working, it got a chart in the top 10." Let's just look at this.
That's what he always does. He's always
all right. That's my point. So it's always to me it's unfair to compare LeBron to KD because we never compare KD to Michael. We compare LeBron to Michael or LeBron to himself. So it's like, for example, let me put this in perspective. How many top 10 songs does Kendrick Lamar have? This little leprechaun got 15 ever. Okay? So only 15 times this nigga's done it, right? How many does Drake have, right? Drake got 78. Hold on. Drake got 78. What does that make us feel? Oh, Drake just gets top 10 records all the time. That's a really fucking hard metric to get. That, by the way, the guy that everybody's sucking off now only did it 15 times. Ever. Right? But now, if Drake drops a song and it goes 35 or it goes 45 or 50, now everybody's looking at him like, oh, well, I told you. The guys y'all are comparing to don't compare.
Let me
say honest. We can name more 6ix9ine songs than Kendrick Lamar songs. Let's be honest.
Man, this nigga Wale, bro. I swear to God. Okay, listen, bro. Number one, you're making excuses. Number one. Okay.
How?
Number two, you're making excuses. We'll get there. We'll get there. But you are making excuses, right? But secondly, you can't expect us to feel bad for the guy that's not charting when his entire career, one of the biggest points of him being who he is, has been based on the fact that he is the numbers guy. That he's always going to chart.
That was not the point I was making. That was not the point I'm making. The point I was making, because he is charting.
Go ahead.
Hold on. This is the point I'm making, because he is charting. My point is this. I think it's a utterly ridiculous point for y'all to keep sucking off Kendrick and saying like, oh, he's the killer, he's the whatever, and then criticize Drake for getting metrics that even Kendrick don't get hit. That's my point.
But
that's my point.
We're not comparing Drake to Kendrick. Kyrie said this earlier.
So
we're going by Drake standards, which again, you throughout this nigga's whole career have touted him as being the numbers guy.
Wait. So if we're not comparing him to Kendrick, don't you think it's fucking unfair that y'all said before that the killer, the boogeyman, basically that nigga Kendrick's not even in his fucking league to begin with. So why the fuck do we keep talking about this 5'3" midget?
Because he has a song out right now that's giving Drake a hard day, man. Like, as a Drake fan, as somebody in Toronto that's important for Drake to stay on top, that Not Like Us song really put a dent in this nigga's armor, B. And that's it made it hard for him to get the momentum again. He shouldn't be happy to try to get momentum again.
That's unfortunate.
Drake should just always be hot. But this battle made him have to rebuild. So if he's trying to rebuild, there has to be a different process because this process isn't working.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The problem is Drake is an amazing artist, but he got the weakest spirited fans. Y'all got the worst backbone. Y'all niggas don't even see how butthurt y'all is. Y'all can't let this nigga just drop some fire music and y'all rock with the shit.
Yo. Y'all listen. You understand this whole conversation we're having. You're telling me that Drake is in turmoil. right? I'm saying
yes.
No.
Turmoil is a strong word. That's a strong
You're not
word.
defending on me, nigga. That's you telling the audience.
No. I did not say he is. No, I did not. I said he's been having a build to get to whatever project he's gonna get to whenever he gets there. I said I like what he's doing with 100 gigs. I like the fact that Circadian Rhythm, my favorite song. He's dropping better and better songs to me. Also, these songs he's dropping, they're all charting. They're all like every song is charting. You know what y'all are saying? But it ain't number one though. It ain't like it's not like the old Drake.
That's the point. He's the highest charting nigga. That's his thing. That's what he fucking talks about all the time. Hold on. Kyrie, ask him.
If you really felt that way, we wouldn't be having this fucking conversation, my nigga.
You said what?
Facts.
If you really felt that way, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Wait, I don't feel that way. I don't feel.
Oh my god, yo, what the?
Wait, what? Wait, you guys might personally feel that Drake is in crisis mode. As I said, I feel like this leprechaun just dropped this song, and this song was a miscalculation.
And what the first thing you do? You hop on stream, be like, oh my god, no way.
Yeah, because it's a big moment. No, it's a big moment. But here's the point. I don't think y'all are telling me that Drake should go away and just wait to pop out when he looks out the closet and say, is Kung Fu Kenny here? I'm saying what Drake got going on right now has nothing to do.
Made my analogy sound crazy.
Like, bro,
you making it something it's not. You making it something it is not.
Y'all said he should fall back until Kendrick Lamar is done what he's doing.
We're not telling this nigga to go fall back simply because he should be scared that Kendrick is walking around. I'm saying it for the simple fact of public perception. Fuck Kendrick and what Kendrick gotta say, nigga. It's what everybody else is saying. That's the point. Like, fade back so that niggas can forget about this moment. Because every time you show your face, they just gonna think about that fucking song right now, bro. That's the point.
Corny, bro. Niggas ain't even listen to that song like that no more, bro. We done moved ahead.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Listen, the last thing we need is for Drake to fall back, and now for people who go into the clubs, bitches that want to shake their ass, they gotta go listen to this nigga basically making some type of true crime rap. That's what he's doing. It's like true crime rap, nigga. Niggas rapping in parables, nigga. You know what I mean? And niggas like telling like some story with no plot. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about right now, brother? Like who these half of these bars is going to, nigga? Like what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, to be honest, most of the country feel like it's about to be a recession. Maybe these bars may be poignant to some people, but you know, some niggas might be out of touch of that.
That's your time to shine. Act like those bars are for you. Half those songs for you.
Hell no.
Hey, can you do me a favor, brother? Can you look up what? Okay, so these are 3 packs that he's essentially dropping right now. I just want to have this for a reference point. Can you look up what was the highest charting single off of Scary Hours 2, and then look at the highest charting song off these 100 gig packs that he's dropped? I think it was like 20 something.
Okay, and
so did anything off of Scary Hours 2 score higher than that, or were they all lower than that number?
Hey, by the way, No Face was released to the DSPs 11 days after it was publicly available on YouTube and on Instagram.
Man, stop giving me these asterisks, man. Stop giving me these
asterisks. Wait. I get it. You're trying to build this point up to be like, oh, look at his numbers. That means he's failing. It matters to point out why the numbers aren't going to look like how they look, because I acknowledge that he's trying to build momentum. I acknowledge that. You're trying to compare it to official drops that he's popping up out of the blue with.
Not question. Wait.
Drake to Drake.
Like, hold on. Thank you. Yes. Number 1, we're comparing Drake to Drake. And number 2, the reason I specifically said Scary Hours is because none of the Scary Hours releases are official drops. They're Lucy's packaged together as a fucking care package. That's why I said that.
Brother.
So don't try to paint it like there's some fucking official releases. Like this nigga fucking leads up to it for real. Like
no.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle was a part of Scary Hours, no?
He puts them out.
Yes.
Hold on. He puts them out on DSPs all at the same time. Drake has these songs, every song you've heard. He has these songs out for at least like a few days, if not over a week, on some random website called 100 Gigs. Very, very different from Scary Hours that pops up on DSP during the regular tracking time, and it's the first time you hear it. And the only place you could play it, and it's only available on DSPs. You could still play half of these songs on 100gigs.com or whatever, and they don't count for shit. Those plays just don't count.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you
the downloaded it too out the gate.
Look, all these songs you play here,
for No Face.
You play them here, they don't count. He puts them up for, it's like somebody saying, yo, take these shit for free. The label catches up later and be like, yo, we're going to put it on streaming services. It still makes the charts, which is impressive enough. But you want to do the narrative like, oh, he fell off. So you're going to compare it to these other songs that are official releases.
My question is, then why isn't he put, because earlier, a while ago,
the niggas posted on his Finsta.
I asked you a while ago if you was protesting the labels, you acted all like you didn't understand what I was about. But also now, if you was trying to gain momentum, you would have fees.
Say again. If you was trying to gain momentum,
if you was really trying to gain momentum, wouldn't you just put it out on DSPs?
Good point.
No.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Are you really thinking that the label not conflicted?
Yeah, I believe Drake is trying to find his own way of testing records. You know, Cardi has a way of testing records with snippets. He's trying to find his way of testing records and what the new mixtape is like. There's no more, like, SoundCloud is not an option or viable option anymore. He's trying to figure out if I want to throw some joints out to see if they stick. Like, he's definitely doing that, right?
Do you not think he has conflict with the label though? Truly, because that last drop took over a week. We did. Me and Kyrie wasn't here, and we asked you about that. You said no. You said it should be up in a few days. It actually took like a week, and then they got taken back down. Songs got taken back down. One of them was No Face without Playboy. Then Circadian wound up coming down. Like,
Blue, Red, Green.
Genuinely feel like something's not going on with this label shit.
Well, again, that's a 50-50 if you ask me. From what I heard, and and this is not from Drake, so but I've heard this from executives. So don't quote me. Don't attribute this to Drake. The reason why SOD isn't up, the reason why Cardi isn't on Drake literally recorded these. There's no paperwork done. He literally just bounced it from a studio file. That's not how music gets released, okay? When you have samples, they have to get cleared. This is Drake. You think somebody gets sampled on, and by the way, that's the reason why, for what I hear, Drake was trying to put up SOD, but nothing is cleared. And I get it. It's Drake, but what Universal is saying, nigga, you're going to have us being sued into eternity. You put up a record that doesn't have a cleared sample and you're using a sample. They're going to come back 2 years from now and sue for all the money for the fucking sample. They got to clear it, right?
Do you think he been telling them though?
Well, they're playing catch up. It's like when young boys dropping music on YouTube. That label plays catch up.
I'm sorry, that sounds like somebody that's beefing with their label to me.
Now,
when you just start going rogue on the label,
no.
I don't give a shit when you want me to release. I'm dropping now.
Not really, because if you knew how he released his albums, he would only turn his albums in a week. If you know about some of the samples he's used, or even the sample clearance process at all, to give your label 6 days to clear a sample, it's like fucking crazy. Yo, clear half of these samples.
That's what he used to do. Now he's not doing that.
The label clipping him. He posted his own label copywriting him.
Wait. Like, yeah, but they do that to every artist too. They're not going to necessarily whitelist every particular artist. And also, they're in a mad rush to try to get these songs accounted for. Right? So again, I don't know if he's in necessary. Again, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the point of how he's releasing this is more indicative of him not wanting fans to think that these are like, yo, I'm going super hard with these songs. He's trying to make it seem like it's loose. He's like, bro, I'm just throwing this shit out. right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. Come on, Act. You're being blissfully ignorant. He's trying to make it seem like that for a reason. There's not no reason he's doing that shit. Also, you want to know what I see as the bigger
no, he's
play?
trying to catch some
I
steam,
see
bro.
you know what he's doing? Because again, y'all niggas keep talking about the music and shit. Y'all worrying about Kendrick's song and not the Super Bowl. I think when niggas see this, what they need to be worried about is this nigga going truly independent, locking this site down, making a subscription only, and fucking up all you niggas. But I'm just a nigga on stream who don't know shit about shit. But what I see is a nigga pre-packaging the play of like, yo, this is what it would look like if a nigga went straight to consumer. And you labels really don't want me to do that. You
That's
lucky
what you
I'm
need
letting
to
y'all
do.
get the little songs that I'm letting y'all get after I do the scraps on you niggas. What do you say to that, Act? Hello? You there?
My bad, I was reading a tweet. All right, say that
Yeah,
real quick.
Stop scratching your beard, man. Get activated. Nigga, I'm asking the hard today. What's good?
All right, say that one more time. You said what now?
Bruh. So, do you not see the play of niggas worried about like the little bit of songs here, you overlooking the songs and make it a thing? Nah, what he's right now doing with 100 gigs is setting up the play of this is what it looked like if a nigga go independent, direct to consumer with the music.
Fuck no.
Fuck no, come on. Now this is you being blissfully ignorant. Act, you too smart and you pocket watch too much not to see the play. Come on, bro. What you know, bro? I know you know some shit, bro.
Fuck no.
That pocket watching line definitely was pull you by the way. If you don't know,
first of all, a nigga who is thinking about independent 2 years ago doesn't rap 360 up front. It all comes full circle. The nigga basically damn near rap like, nigga, I'm getting hundreds of millions, but yeah, it's a 360. Like, come on, bro. Like, he's not like the nigga's not trying to go motherfucking independent, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Drake went independent before his career ended, man.
Act, you look bad lying, bro.
He would never go independent.
It feel like you just telling us that like you don't want to reveal some shit that you really, unless you don't want to speak on label, but it's clearly evident that they're having a frack there, man. You gave me a time,
Drake,
and he didn't meet that mark.
Drake would never go independent, bro. Not while.
And also that blue, red, green song. One of my co-hosts was a DJ. He was saying they were running that song. They loved that song. That song was getting some traction. So for the label to take that down, they're taking food out of Drake's
He's
mouth.
not talking to them, man. He's doing something outside of their parameters. Drake even posting, like you said, we ain't never seen in 15 years Drake respond a certain way. You know what I'm saying? He's always kept it cut, is a rollout. But when he posted that his own label copyrighted him, that was a sign. You know what I'm saying? That was subliminal. They don't just do that for no. He didn't have to tell us that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were quite sure that the track was gone. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga. The IFPI does it to everybody. They don't give a fuck if it's your song. They're rights managers. They're not like, oh, okay. No, but Drake gets no. You know what Drake had to do? Hit your label, nigga, and tell him your Finsta wants to post. That's all you got to do. Like, yeah, they copywrote your Finsta. I'm pretty sure
that was after they caught up. That was after they caught up to him releasing it himself, though. Like, you know.
Yeah, but they're not gonna.
But nobody would have known about it if he didn't post about it.
Right, and we know that music get taken down left and right. Everybody gets copyrighted. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all really on this conspiracy theory that like, yo, Drake is just like going crazy on his label and he's about to go independent?
Not even if it's independent, but you can't say that it doesn't. You told me 2 days. It took them a week to eventually release those last ones on DSPs. I watched it.
It was a week and a half.
Exactly, Kyrie. I watched the time because I remember the conversation we last had with you.
You ain't gonna do this today, bro. Come on, bro. We see it in your face, gang. Come on, bro. We looking right at you.
We watching you, bro. Like you not. It feel like you, and we know you so smart, bro. That you know, like I can't believe you out of all people don't see it.
Y'all are so in denial that Drake is just trying to get some.
No, you in denial.
Correct. How we in denial if he was correct though?
Correct on what?
That's crazy.
Correct on what?
Because you said he was going to drop the songs in like 2 days. And you're wrong.
Well, I don't know why it didn't drop. But
it took a week and a half.
Maybe you're in denial, my guy. No. You've been in denial since this beef, bro. It's okay. We see you. We here with you in your time of grief,
brother.
And we rocking with you.
Yo, whatever y'all are talking about is just that's not the reality, man. Like, yo, y'all sound like conspiracy theories right now.
No, not yo.
All right, so
You're
that
playing it
pocket
off.
watching line
If you
wasn't for
wasn't supposed
you
to talk
and
about
Kendrick
it, you
Lamar?
playing it off horrible. Whatever you're doing right now is horrible. You're making it look crazy right now. I'm just telling you what the people see.
And the chat saying that you're in denial about the song being about you. That pocket watcher line was for you. You claim the title of the biggest pocket watcher.
Yo, here's the thing. It's crazy. I think that Drake would be trying to do an independent move. The nigga barely can market his own records. Like Drake sends out one Instagram post and that's it.
Whoa! I can't let you do this, Act. Now you being stupid on purpose. You the main nigga that tell us Drake don't need marketing all the time.
That is true. It's Drake.
However, it doesn't mean that his label doesn't do it for him.
We talking about a nigga going independent, so we not worried about think right now. Act, we trying to look forward, think in the future. Don't be limited by your small brain, your small box brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I think you guys are incentivized to try to push this independent thing. There is zero chance Drake goes independent while he's still hot. It's okay, zero chance. It's not going independent.
I don't know if it's independent. I don't know if it's complete independent.
I got called out on the stupid shit. You just say obviously Drake's not gonna go independent while he signed. Duh. But clearly he's doing things that seem to be in process of his current situation.
While he's hot. If Drake
that's the perfect time to go independent. What are you saying?
No, I'm telling you, he won't. Listen, Drake has shown us time and time again. He's gonna go back to the label. He's gonna get $600 million, and then he's gonna do it again. That's all he's gonna do. He ain't gonna be like, all right, peace out, guys. I'm gonna do it on my own. No, he got 400, and he even rapped about it. He said that's just not enough. He's gonna go back.
Now my question, hold on. My question is, after seeing that you just said this just minutes ago that the against a nigga, what makes you think he would still get that same bag?
Say again.
Oh my God, yo, this.
Wait, hold on. Why would he get that same bag? Of course he'll get more. You get around 6. I'm gonna tell you why. The way how streaming works, you got to remember Universal owns. This is why Drake will never go independent, right? Universal owns his catalog, right?
Okay.
They're incentivized to keep giving him a contract, even if he doesn't earn it back, even if it's in 10, 20 years, because the more music he puts out, the more people go listen to Views that they own all the rights for. So they're getting the majority of their money of their back catalog. That's the thing about streaming. Every time you drop a new song, your whole catalog goes up 20%. Because when people go to your profile, on average, they only don't listen to that one song. They listen to a collection of songs. So niggas like Drake, you're gonna give him the money to stay, right? Just to keep incentivizing him to keep when you see Drake has 70-something million monthly listeners, do you think they're listening to No Face? Or every time he drops No Face and he's promoted within the algorithms of Apple Music, Amazon Music, and even Spotify, it brings people to the music of Drake. They can be playing Hotline Bling, One Dance.
You just pointed out that these songs were not released to DSPs on proper time. And so what's that there?
It doesn't matter when it gets released. I'm telling you, the main theory of how a label looks at streaming, the more, listen, even if an artist gets washed, catalog. As long as the person keeps dropping, that catalog will keep getting more streams.
No, I understand.
And they have a heavy stake.
Hold on. Let me ask a quick question.
Yeah.
That deal, that $400 or $400 million deal that he signed with Universal, how long ago was that now? That was around the time of Scorpion.
I think it was 2020. I could Google it.
2 tours as well, at least 1.5 tours.
Yeah, that's almost. Right? Listen, even if it's not
indie.
Okay.
But he might be looking for renegotiation.
That's what I was about to say. It may not be an independent thing. I'll take that from you, Ak. He may not be worried about independent, but it's some type of frack that is pretty much obvious between them. We may not know, like you said, it may not be him trying to chase independence, but the way he's going about it, why would he work, counteract what would make the label happy? Like he's almost working against his label lately.
What year was that?
Okay. All right. Okay. So even if all right, so let's talk about record deals. Let's talk about record deals.
I make it sound like Flocka right now.
No, if y'all know any record deal, this is kind of how the majority of them are structured. It doesn't say just drop random songs. You're owed a certain amount of songs. Like, for example, like, you know, not to put his business out there, but the reason why YoungBoy sent me a song, he going through some contract shit. They got to pay that nigga back. Until then, he's not contractually obligated to drop music. But he loves to drop music. So you know what he does? All right, I'm going to drop a song that's a remix, and I'm not dropping it on my page at Yacht Control. I'm dropping it through ACK. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere in Drake's deal. Drake's deal is album-based. So him dropping these loosies does not complete the requirement of an album. These songs are just within the album. It's within the contract period, which means they have the rights to monetize, but it doesn't let him out of the deal early. So for Drake, when you get $400 million, you need to think about deliverables. 100 gig is not a deliverable. Now, granted,
you know that.
But that's exactly my point. So when you're talking about he's working against his album, he's working against his label, no, he's not. He's doing something that's not contractually obligated. Why is he doing it? Because he's trying to heat up back to the level that he likes to be at. And he's doing it via like what everybody does with mixtapes or dropping random songs or leaking songs. That's it. So he's not working against his label. It's his label's job that any song Drake voices on, they get to monetize. So they could play catch up, but these songs, it's not in his benefit to really even drop music. So that's why he's doing it whatever way he wants to. If it was an album that he was trying to have count, he would not put it up on.
You just said it's not in his benefit to drop music. We've been saying that he should stop dropping music for a little bit and go away.
Brother, I'm talking like you're arguing in bad faith now. Like I can see it. It's not in his benefit. I'm talking about his deal. His deal is not for him to drop 6 loose songs. His deal probably specifically says over this contract period for 3 or most likely maybe 4 years, you have to give us a project per year. Okay? Maybe
I think he's done that.
So with that question being said,
that's my point. Hold on, that's my point.
Not controlling, don't they control, like you said, the whole catalog?
Wait, that's my point. And by the way, when you think about musicians, when you hear a rapper say they have 1,000 songs recorded, why don't you think you get it? Because if they just dropped it randomly or just uploaded it randomly, they don't get credit for that. Like everybody's working on deals. You work a deal, you get successful, you drop an album, you increase your worth, and then you use that and you leverage and you get another deal. You get more money. But if you just drop random songs, it doesn't help you. But dropping random songs sometimes is the way to heat up. Again,
let's talk about some technicalities. What about repurposing songs? Because I don't think people realize one of the tricks that they're doing is by releasing these 100 gigs as singles. You could do some weird data stuff on the back end as far as like repackaging singles in 3-packs and moving them around and shit like that.
I guarantee, and I would take a bet on this. I guarantee Mr. Morgan is gonna try to approach. And by the way, here's the thing too: the deal is with Lucian, right? Is gonna try to approach Lucian and say, "Hey, listen. What we're going to do with this 100 gig thing, we're going to use it and it's going to be an album requirement." Who knows? Maybe they're like, yo, we got to be 18 tracks. It got to be 20 tracks. Or y'all could use, we didn't get to monetize properly, so maybe only 3 of those tracks from, again, Drake is trying to not get out of his deal. He's trying to finish the deal to get another deal. Dropping random songs are probably not going to count. You get what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Repackaging, though, you know that's a thing too. Like you could put all those songs once they
of course.
do all the bullshit and then put it call it an album, it'd be 100 gigs, missing like 5 songs.
Yeah, of course. But most record contracts, the deliverables aren't loosies. The deliverables are albums.
No, I understand that.
But don't label him be like
this contract. If what you have on the screen, you have 2022 when he signed that contract.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped. Honestly, never mind. In 2022, then he dropped Her Loss, and then in 2023 he dropped For All the Dogs.
Yes,
I don't know if he dropped enough to even get out of that contract.
Hey,
I
I'm gonna
would
be honest with
expect he
you.
probably want about 5 projects out of him.
We don't know the details of the contract in terms of contract term, how long it is, and also how many albums. Like, for example, he dropped 2 albums in 1 year. Usually in most contracts, it also has stipulations to slow an artist down. Like, for example, Youngboy, when Youngboy was on Atlantic, it specifically told him, we don't care how many mixtapes you got, nigga, or how many albums. We only count 1 a year. So when he dropped 6, they only counted 1. So he was just, like, that goes towards him recouping, and, sometimes they might have a special, advance to, because more music is streaming, more music is more money. But in terms of getting out of that deal, they only counted 1. Now, I know this firsthand. When he was going over to Capitol, he made sure that was a big negotiation point. Yo, Youngboy drops a lot of music. The term of when his albums will be able to count can't be a year. That y'all count 1 album per year. It has to be 6 months. He drops a lot. So again, Drake dropped 2 albums in a year. He probably has maybe has a provision that says, yo, he could drop albums whenever, or shit, he could drop 2 in a year and they still both of them count. Because I don't think Drake is dropping no album that's not counting. You know what I mean? He's that big of an artist. But also, Universal's going to make sure they're on his ass to make sure they're not getting fleeced either, even though it's hard to get fleeced by a nigga like Drake. His catalog, reportedly, his catalog's making like $60-70 million a year. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is catalog.
Yeah.
So,
and does that
let me put on the tinfoil for a quick second. Let me put on the tinfoil for just a quick second. Because if, honestly, never mind 2022, Her Loss 2022, For All the Dogs 2023, we do not have an album in 2024.
Okay.
And we're at the tail end of 2024.
You deluxes count? The Scary Hours?
I wouldn't count even the deluxe. And even with Her Loss is the joint album.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So maybe there's some kind of a block on a new Drake album dropping in 2024, and that could be the beef with the label. I'll take my tinfoil off now.
Like you said, you already kind of made these points, and that's why I kind of asked you. Even if it's not about independency, the label don't want him dropping free music like so. I feel like that's the control. Like he's trying to, because it's his catalog. Like you said, labels might count albums, but we've seen countless of labels tell you when you can drop shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're not just going to be out here giving out music without our consent. So,
and when have you ever seen Drake not drop an album for a year of all the years?
By the way, and this is what I've heard. There's a lot of politics. This is Drake. There's a lot of politics that has to be considered when Drake just uploads music to a random site, right? I've heard different DSPs, they're kind of looking at Universal saying, hey, are you going to stop this? Why? These songs are being freebooted up to YouTube Music, and it's available for 11 days. That's technically exclusivity. All these streaming platforms, they don't like exclusivity because it's giving people a reason to go somewhere else because they can't get that song on their platform. So they don't like it at all. So they're kind of looking at Universal to say, I thought we were done with this exclusivity thing, and your biggest artist is dropping a song that's on his Instagram and on YouTube for a fucking week. What's up? So, of course, Universal isn't happy with the shit. You get what I'm saying? But I gotta think that Drake has some leverage that he's like, nigga, I'm still gonna do it. Like, again, if they had the ultimate leverage, if somebody gave you $400 million and you thought you were hitting a lick, you would not try to piss them off. They're not the happiest with maybe how he's doing it, but I don't know if they're unhappy in general with him dropping just free music, I guess, or not free music, but new music, even if it's not packaged in the sense of an album. And I can't say.
I think that's all we were saying, though, Ag. I think, like you just said, you kind of walked it all the way down to where we was at. The label is not comfortable. If a person pay you $400 million, they not just want you to be giving out, and it's Drake. Drake never even do stuff like this. Just giving away $6 to 9, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, for the amount of time, you got somebody else that has circadian rhythm uploaded. It's not even Drake right now. So I'm quite sure the label's not happy with that.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I think this is Drake doing a living album, living documentary on some Kanye shit. Niggas acting like they don't see it.
Man, I have no idea, but I definitely do. I want to see what this looks like in a year for all parties. I think in a year, I think I'm confident that Kendrick is going to be in a good position. I'm wondering if this same conversation still happens with Drake for some people. I think Drake's going to be in a great position too, but I'm wondering.
Sad.
What do you mean that's sad? What's that?
Coming from you, gang, that's sad, bro. Sad to hear a Drake fan go out like this, man.
Wait. What's that about what I just
So
said?
doubtful. You know what I'm saying?
No. I said the only thing I'm wondering if people like you are gonna still have the same conversation about Drake. Drake's gonna be fine. Drake's gonna be fine.
No, I think Drake's gonna be fine too. I just like fucking with you.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out like what part of, you know, in the next year y'all like, oh, Drake is done. Like, nah.
Do you think Drake and Wayne tag team before? Like we get something out of Drake and Wayne within the next 6 months, maybe, since with all this happening? I think that'd be the biggest thing he could do is possibly give us something with him and Wayne, you know, to
Drake?
bring him all the way back. Yeah.
Nah.
You don't see it? Drake and Wayne collabing anytime soon?
I mean, not as people expect. I expect them to collab eventually again, but nah. I mean, I don't think Drake gotta go link up with Wayne and go do a joint. I think Drake could just keep doing what he's doing. I think he just got to keep making high quality music, and whenever he announces the album or announces some shit that he's definitely about to promo in advance and really drop like an album, it has to be pretty good.
It has to be because the stigma that's on him at this point. We already discussed that. You know what I'm saying? Like they have already everything that he gives us at this point is going to be lightly underappreciated.
And what's the best
I think
way
if
to get
Drake
around
drops an
that?
album tomorrow, though, I think if Drake drops an album tomorrow, everybody's checking for that shit.
But again,
Of
what's
course.
the best way to get around that than having a living album that when you can repackage it, some of the songs been out for so long, they already got the numbers to say they such and such and such and such. I'm just saying. Just gotta point it out sometimes. Niggas be acting like they don't see shit. Take this nigga 30 minutes. Take this nigga 30 minutes to tell us that, oh yeah, obviously the label don't fuck with what Drake is doing.
Right. If Drake drops an album on Friday, it's doing 500,000 in the first week.
No.
But will it be? But it will be heavily scrutinized.
It's not doing
it's going to be. It's going to be a high number because they're going to know what he might say, but it's going to be so scrutinized that it has to be possibly Drake's best work ever to be looked at as even good. You understand? He's going to have to exceed his normal expectations for the fans or the masses to even consider it a good project.
Drake got to drop a blueprint, bro. If he gonna surprise
bro, he's doing a living album. That's what it is, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. I don't see it.
Otherwise, nigga, there's no point in him dropping a whole album at all. It's too risky.
But because of the perception of the fan base or the perception of the audience right now. But it doesn't mean that the music won't be good. He probably could drop a really, really, really good album right now. His fans will check for it, and he'll still be all right in the end of the day.
He'll still be all right, but is that what he wants? Like Drake does not strike me as the type of person who will be fine with just being all right, bro.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
we just don't.
We just sat here and compared Drake to Drake, and he's charting better than some of the people that media talks about every day. And the fact that he's not at his normal level, we're calling it a flop. You know what I'm saying? But he's still charting, like with these throwaways. So that's what I'm saying. The narrative, he would have to over exceed his normal music to even be considered a good song.
I don't think he would have to over. I don't think he would have to over exceed it. He has to perform better than what he's doing right now. That's the point. Like he can't. If you're going to take the time to pop out right and make yourself known, even though I think it goes against the consensus right now. You have to hit it out of the park, bro. Where it's undeniable, nobody can, refute whether or not you succeeded in your endeavor. And if you can't do that, then you shouldn't take the time and energy to drop. Like that's just it, bro. It's not benefiting you.
There's
to
a
do
point
that.
of diminishing returns.
Yes,
I think Drake has so much focus and so much attention on him that if he drops a mid album on Friday, it still goes number one. Facts.
But is that going to carry you over as a fan? That's the point we were talking about. Y'all,
Yeah.
Drake, y'all the ones coming here seem dissatisfied.
I'm just saying, he's still the guy in the end of the day.
Heck, how do you feel about Future dropping?
You're from Canada. You just you said that the fucking 5 foot nigga outside lurking to try to kill niggas. Like the nigga supposed to be afraid of that.
But it still doesn't take away from Drake's fan base. It still doesn't take away from the legacy that the man built. If he drops an album, 12 to 15 songs on Friday, everybody's going and opening their app to go check for that album.
But will it last? Will it sustain in current time with what he's just been through? I think it's just have to be a really good body of work to be considered his normal good. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the stigma on him is horrible. And I kind of want to get away from Drake, but Circadian Rhythm at any other time outside of the beef would have been a big song. But because of the stigma on him, people are still teetering that line of not accepting Drake, not wanting to listen to him. So it's hard for listeners on music right now with him. I feel like
if the music is good, it will surpass all that bullshit. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people that will hate listen. If the music is good, it'll surpass all.
One mic.
I'm saying they'll have a whole bunch of people in the first week that will hate listen as well as the fans. But if the music is good, even exceptional, like you're saying, all the hate listeners are gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Man, listen.
Yeah, I mean, there is a point where if he drops something that is undeniable, that's the key word. It's undeniable. No matter how much you hate, you're still gonna bob your head to it. But if he can't come with that,
by the way, what we should just acknowledge is that, listen, no matter what Kendrick does, we just think of the boy. When Drake does something, nobody thinks about Kendrick, bro. That's all we should just be saying, man. That's straight bullshit. Bro. That's straight bullshit. That's bro. Bullshit. As soon as Kendrick opened his mouth, we're like, damn. Oh, does this mean that Drake is not? When Drake is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? In time, I think Kendrick himself will thank Drake for this moment, but. Drake will move on and he'll still be good and he'll still be, the best rapper ever. And, Kendrick will. What stage of grief is this, chat? You said what?
What stage of grief is this?
Stop it, bro.
Man, Axe sounds so fucking salty, bro. It's so funny.
You're salty, bro.
You sound so salty, bro.
How you feel about Future dropping tonight? You think Future going to deliver?
Yeah. No, of course. Future the guy.
I mean, not tonight. Future up and coming project.
No, of course. Future always delivers, bro. Future always delivers. I think Drake's going to be fine musically. I think the only thing that's going to be interesting is how he attempts to maneuver the muddy waters of the relationships that he has lost, the powers that be that have aligned against him. And that's the most of all, because he could make great music, but if you're against some really big enemies, that music just doesn't hit the same, or those people could suppress it. So, he's about to go through what Nicki been going through for a while, right? Or what Nicki claims she's been going through for a while. She says, "Yo, I'm going against corporate machines and giants," right? Yeah, that's what Drake is going through. Like his biggest op ain't Kendrick Lamar. His biggest op is, these other nefarious people that he got beef with. Like if y'all knew the half of it, the nigga that was responsible for hooking up the Amazon Music shit with Kendrick the pop out, that nigga hate Drake guts. Of course, he couldn't wait to partner with Kendrick to the pop out.
But Kendrick the one punching you in the mouth.
Yeah, well.
Oh, my bad.
Well, again, if you team up with the hospital and basically you get punched in the mouth, and the hospital is going to make sure your mouth is completely fucked up afterwards.
You got to get better with your metaphors, because why are you going to the hospital just getting punched in the mouth? That's kind of weak sauce.
My nigga, the point is he's fighting like 20, 25 niggas.
You petty as hell for that, bro.
He's fighting 25 niggas.
Nah, Kyrie here trolling now.
Nah, yeah, y'all make it so easy because y'all be so overly invested, bro. Like, calm down. Now, question: over under how many more 100 gig releases can we take? And then over under before Super Bowl, does this nigga need to put out some fire? We need those answers before the end of stream from you.
Well, I'm about to get off now because I do gotta run, so I'm gonna have to reconvene this at like about tomorrow.
That's crazy, chat. He running from the questions.
Yo, hold on. Well, first of all, I hope Drake drops music every 3 days. That's me personally. I could take the every other week drops, but I hope he drops music every 3 days. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. After tonight, that Kendrick song I probably won't play again. I'll tell you the ones I do play. I do
never
play
again.
I probably play you. I do play Euphoria a good amount. I play Not Like Us a good amount. Those are songs with replay value for me.
Exactly.
616. I actually do like 616. Meet the Grams. I've never played since the battle, and this song is gonna be in that same pile. I will not be playing this song ever again.
Hey man. Bro, before you go, I just got a personal question for you, bro. At what point, like, just be honest with yourself, bro. At what point do you, as a fan of Drake, stop listening to him? Like, how much of a dip in quality does there have to be for you to stop listening to him?
Yeah, yo, these are like rhetorical.
I don't think Drake put out bad music.
No. I seriously want to know. Like, is there a point where like it doesn't matter what level of quality he's at, you will still listen?
This feels like a rhetorical question. It's like asking someone who likes Jay-Z at what point
exactly.
Nah, bro.
Yo, Drake's worst music is better than 99% percent of other people's music. Again, it's like saying, at what point would you stop listening to the GOAT? Like, never.
No, that was a dumb question. That's like, because I still
bro, because the reason I
it feels like you're trying to put your own opinion into it. You're saying that you feel like the quality of his music has been declining, so you're trying to have me implicitly admit that and then give you some type of barometer of when I'm gonna stop listening to him.
That's what I mean by the stigma that's out there in the world. That question right there alone is what the narrative's supposed to be. Like, people really think you're supposed to not listen to Drake no longer. Like, and that's confusing as fuck to me. Like, how do you just?
I mean, he don't do himself no favors by dropping on Instagram, which is odd. But again, it's just fun to fuck with Act because Act gonna sit up here and tell us the nigga shooting 30% from the field, and then tell us this is that's servicing him.
It's fucking right.
Yeah,
right.
That's exactly. I never say shooting 30% from the field. Drake hasn't dropped a whack song. Again, we're talking about songs and their chart position. Yeah, No Face charted pretty good. It's Up charted pretty good. That's not shooting percentage. Shooting percentage, it would be how many good songs is he dropping? He ain't dropped one whack song yet.
How many good Drake songs? How many songs are sticking? We talking about the ones that stick. The highlighted songs. Hold on.
They're only not sticking because of the narrative.
Wait. You can't say when we're talking about shooting whatever of 6, I'm talking about, are these songs good? He's 6 of 6. All these songs are good.
Exactly.
In terms of these songs, quote unquote, sticking, it's impossible for a song to stick when there is nothing behind it but an upload. There's nothing behind it. Like, if you look at even when they chart,
of course, when you got niggas like you stepping on shit, releasing, spilling the beans, fucking up the video release, man. Look what you
doing. Hold on, Kyrie. All right, so Ak, you've been a fan long enough to have been around for this. So, do you remember when 0 to 100 dropped and it was just a SoundCloud drop?
Yeah.
You remember that? Mm-hmm. And you remember how fucking far that took off with nothing behind it?
No, that's not true.
What do you mean that's not true?
It's the stigma from the beef that's stopping the momentum of records.
Once that label seen it service to radio really quickly. They put it back behind it. Yeah, like usually it's okay. By the way, if Drake gets a God's plan, Universal's jumping in immediately. I'll definitely say that, right?
Okay. So then that goes back to the point that Kyrie is making. This nigga is shooting 2 for 6, and even the 2 that make it are not out of here, bro.
Brother,
It's the stigma.
my nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. No Face.
God's Plan is a diamond record. You get that. Yo, Kendrick got like, I don't think Kendrick has a lead record has a diamond lead record.
Why are we talking about Kendrick right now?
Well, the point is,
if circadian
rhythm,
he gotta keep doing that.
No.
I think we talking about Drake v. Drake, bro. We not talking about Kendrick right now.
You're trying to compare a song Out of Here to God's Plan. It's a diamond record. Let's compare to every artist in music. The majority of artists in music don't have one diamond record. So when you're saying he needs to get a diamond record, a thing that is only accomplished by 1% of artists, for you to be like, oh, okay, he got it. Brother, like, these metrics are never going to add up.
Nah, see, you being facetious. I'm not saying
he's humble as
I'm not saying it's got to be a diamond single. I'm just saying it's got to be a heat rock that's undeniable. It ain't got to be diamond.
Okay.
But he don't got that right now.
Name me the last song of Drake's you thought was like that.
Like a heat rock, it wasn't nothing off of For All the Dogs.
Okay, so First Person Shooter was number 1. You don't think it's that? The song with Yeet, I Don't Give a Fuck, that was number 2. You don't think it's that? So what do you think it is? So the songs that were number 1 and number 2, you don't think those were the hot ones? So what's the hot one?
Let me see.
I got a better question.
I'm gonna go tell Drake that he knows the metric that he got to get your approval. Because I
feel like the last no. I feel like the last heat rock he probably had
Hotline Bling.
It was probably off of Her Loss, and I might go with
Jimmy Cooks.
Nah, that was off of fucking Honestly Nevermind. Although I could say that, but no, I'll even go. I just didn't personally. I thought he got washed by J. Cole on that bitch, bro. So I can't personally say that.
Okay, remember I termed the 2-year song. When's Drake last 2-year song?
I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know, bro. Damn, that's a good question.
I mean, are we measuring this by the standards of radio or how good the song is? Because to be honest with you, on Scary Hours, that track with him and Cole, Evil Ways, is heat. I still listen.
But see, that's scary, bro. Like, Scary Hours 3. Fucking Scary Hours 3 was a good ass return to form, and that gave me a glimmer of hope. But nigga, it just, I don't know, bro. I think he only put that out because of the backlash he got from the original album, bro. And he didn't really want to.
For you was good. Like, I don't know. I think like I said, that's why I asked y'all what measurements we go by. Like,
again,
the song
you can't satisfy them. They want to listen to this NyQuil music. And this Drake,
I realized
Drake put out records that everybody listen to. When I'm hanging out with some bitches, the bitches gonna say, "Yo, put that Drake on." I ain't heard one bitch that put that Kendrick on.
Never.
How is that a good metric by which to like?
Sometimes you don't gotta respond.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
No, listen. What you mean? Not a good metric? I ain't been in the hood hanging around with some hood niggas smoking dope and stuff, and they be like, "Yo, put that Kendrick on."
Hey, by the way, I do gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta go link up with artists real quick. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, like early in the day though, because like really.
Oh, you don't want to keep getting cooked?
You gotta talk about Club Shay Shay. I mean,
yeah, I know.
I was gonna ask you, do you think he get fired? But I don't know. I seen his little conversation tonight.
Quick fast salute to you, Act, and thanks for having me on the stream, yo.
No, of course.
Just so quick plug. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel, We Love Hip Hop Network on YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely check him out. Everybody else, please get up in the Discord, discord.gg/academics. Yo, I gotta go tonight. I will be back on early tomorrow because there's just more conversation. I'd rather not dox myself. Right, you know what I mean?
Cool. We want to get the leak.
Of course, I'll tell you in the morning. Right? But yeah, yo, chat. Love y'all. I will be back on later. And, you know, I'll be back to just deal with people like Kyrie and these guys just tell me a whole bunch of bullshit.
Hey, it's not my fault you get cooked, bro.
No, they hate on Drake.
We got
man, you gotta man, you can't just
because we did not forget what you told us 3 weeks ago.
That's crazy. Hey, y'all see this nigga? Y'all see this nigga?
You look like Bill Prep up there, boy. You look like Bill Prep.
Y'all see this nigga hopping off stream salty, bro? That's crazy.
Oh no, I'm not. Definitely not.
Nigga salty.
Okay, I gotta meet up quick just to get the donations. just read. Okay. Joel Lopez, thank you for the 5. It says this Kendrick song gonna play with the Indian dude from the customer service, puts you on hold. Pull out never. It says, when do we get discontinue and walk hard? Ooh, it's on my phone. Y'all want it? I could leak. No, I'm playing. I want it. Dirk's album. Tabo says, Act keeps ruining the stream talking to randoms. There's people in their Discord, people with different opinion. Buds and Vines, your co-hosts hear you, but they're not listening, Act. Michi Prepaid says, my daddy controls the DSP. Yay voice. Chris Jones says, Act, play Family Matters for these bums. Someone said, hey, you need to do a joint street with Sharp because I swear Sharp too comfortable yelling at the air. What's Sharp been up to? It says, the same way Jay-Z dropped every time Nas dropped. Oh, yeah, Jay-Z was doing that for a bit. Upper Echelon, thank you. He says, yo, like Charleston White says, Kendrick is not for the South and Drake is. Owen Styles says, why should Drake give a fuck about public perception? He's his own person. A up next says, Drake likes to rap more than it's simple. Drake likes to rap more than Drake is simple. What? Checking report says people aren't paying attention outside of Not Like Us. Where are Kendrick hits? Euphoria, Meet the Grams that disappeared from the charts. Yeah. Angry Man says these K-Bot stands are ridiculous. I agree. Billy Movado, he says this has never happened in the history, so it's hard to process. He's learning and playing as he goes. Probably a setback for a comeback. Does he have time, and how much can he change his image? If you're talking about Drake, I think he's figuring it out. But I do believe that we're severely downplaying some of the other nefarious like entities. Like, as I said, I've just learned that this guy got a lot of enemies, man. Is it his fault? I don't know. Play Too Hype, he says, how can he kill Kendrick if he's the most streamed artist every month? How he kill him, how Kendrick killed him if Drake's the most streamed artist every month. Sebastian says Drake could have and should have dropped when they stopped playing Not Like Us. Well, it's clear they're going to keep playing Not Like Us till next March. So you should have waited till March? I think not. Cameron Van Sleet, it says, imagine if Drake on hiatus since June and this is all we got. Boring as fuck. Yo, hip-hop has been boring. By the way, tomorrow I'll get into a chart review. People aren't even dropping music. This is the lowest output year of music in the hip-hop genre to not only charting, but also just on release. Somebody says Kendrick trying to kill Drake by election day. Oh, man. God damn. Dead Eyes Montaya, thank you for the 10. Says Kendrick doesn't care about black culture. He's using it as a tool to gain support for the rap beef. If he really did, he wouldn't be spreading American propaganda, the same America that destroyed us. Also, he says, so black culture is now American propaganda, huh? And Michi says it's Shakenzi. What? Kenazi? Think y'all seen what they did to Ye. I'm not too sure what you're talking about, brother. Edward Davis, he says, so he slept with other people's women that are shocked when they are cool. Ack, simmer down. That's a wild take. Javi says, yo, Ack, you saying Kendrick is obsessed, but Drake is going to therapy over the beef, saying he can't sleep. Did he say he's going to therapy? He never said that. Edward Davis, he says, an artist that drops every 3 to 5 years is obsessed. Well, he's picking release dates and he's constantly talking about an issue that we claimed he won, right? Night Owl Entertainment, it says Drake came over, made a bunch of money off us, and the culture took all of it and stayed his ass in Canada. LK says, is DJ Head going to apologize for Act for saying that Kendrick was loading? No, nobody's going to revisit that point. Watch, everybody's hypocrites, right? Freak the Gemini says, I want to be empathetic. My heart likes D1. What? Pause. I want to be empathetic. My heart like D1. But I would. He dissing Wayne. D1 said Wayne banned his mixtape. What? Really? Okay, I'll look into that tomorrow. Michi Prepaid, thank you. He said it might be for Big Sean. That's what he thinks this is for Big Sean. Javier said, Act, get up. Your knees are dirty. Wow. Sean says, Act, the Hawk Tour loves to spit on Drake. Pause. Kane Gainer says, yo, Kendrick mad you pointed out he didn't do nothing for all them artists that was at the Pop-Out show. Maybe that's why. Ricky says, Gilly, Cam, Mace, all them shit on Kendrick. Do they? Daft Park says, yo, we need a chat queen in the Discord. Who? Freak the Gemini says, fans say Kendrick diss Lil Wayne on the line. I wish I could have empathy like D1 on YouTube. It says Lil Wayne banned D1 mixtape from ever coming out. Miguel says K-Dot got a Super Bowl. J23 III says, I work at Mercedes-Benz Stadium during the Super Bowl in Atlanta. They made what? They are mad. What? They made no almost immediately after the Super Bowl. What? It takes months to plan the biggest game ever. We're just talking about a performer, brother. We're not talking about other stuff. Freak the Gemini says, yo, did you see the D1 line by Kendrick? It's directed at Wayne Banner's mixtape. Highlight says, Ack is basically saying light is better because L, what? Is better than L because L moves in silence. I don't get that highlight. Sorry. Daft Park says, Ack trying to diss Kendrick, and then when talking, it turns into a compliment. So you said start trying to diss Kendrick, then I compliment him. Bro, I don't have beef with Kendrick. Jabba the Hutt, thank you for 10. It says, yo, this Kendrick song tells me that Wayne denied the Super Bowl feature from Kendrick. We're not seeing Kendrick Wayne in February. Ooh, that's a good thought if that D1 line is actually true. Now, Kenny's nervous that he got to fight by himself without corporate help. He's nervous. Robot Therapy says, as long as they both dropping music, it's a win. Who cares about the truth when the entertainment is more entertaining? This is a smell of food before you get the flavor. Zero says, Act Stop It. This is a song for the entire industry, not only a Drake. Seems like you're pushing a narrative so you can see more lyrical warfare. Just leave it, bro. Yes says, this isn't a Kendrick move. This song has no name because it's been used before. Kendrick fans will know this is a heart song. Robot Therapy says, not talking about Ack. He says he makes more money talking about you. I don't know. I guess you're talking about an earlier donation. What are you talking about? Janavaro, thank you for the 10. It says, yo, Ack, you got to go off on him like you went off on Lil Baby. Don't be scared. The Last Pharaoh says, this man real tight. Poor Ack. Rashad says, the cover is OVO Jordan. I mean, OVO Jordan. What's the cover for the thing? Oh, OVO Jordan. Okay. Last Pharaoh says, this sounds nothing like a Drake diss. Ack, you're funny. Jay the Gemini says, yo, the pocket watching part's about you. Prozac says it's about young crash outs killing each other. Jay the Gemini says the first part's about 21 as well. Jonathan says, I hate all the lecture rap, bro. You ain't my dad. Daft Park says, Act respectfully, the logic is a logicking. Computer Guy Dre says, if Cap wants to play in the NFL, why can't Kendrick perform? Crazy reach. Traquan Valentine says, Act, how is this a Drake diss? I probably missed something. Taser says, yo, how y'all let this dude get away with this anti-industry raps when he's probably the most industry rapper? Yeah, he is super industry. I've heard people call him a industry player, which obviously he's not. But I've heard industry people call him that because they feel like he's getting every opportunity in the world and everybody else is just sitting by and watching Kendrick just take everything. He be tap dancing on stage for the Grammys and the NFL. Jonathan says, K-Dot music always make me gassy, need to take a shit. Buds and Vine, thank you for 5. Says Kendrick stood with Kaepernick when he kneeled, but would dance for the NFL when they make a call. Explain that. Alexia says, Ack, why you confused? You said it yourself. He got the biggest leap of his career off Drake. Bro, don't want to let that go. Rodriguez says, yo, Act, the song about Drake, stop reaching. Westcott says, yo, poor Kendrick. He wish he was 6'2" and light skin. That boy truly hates himself. So sad. Cheer up, Kendrick. You gonna be all right. CJ Got Sense says, Act, you clearly remember how strategic Kendrick was and is. Let the people remind you. Drake said, drop, 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 drop. Parker Jones says, Ack, we always know there's a double punch. Something's coming next. I do believe something's coming next. I agree with you. Westcott says, Kendrick hates his life. He's hurt real bad. Alex Touch for Captain. He says, this nigga's salty and reaching for the stars. You talking about me or you talking about Kendrick? I guess me, right? EEJ says, fool, him performing conscious hip-hop is going to put rap, the culture, near and death to us. What? RT right at the forefront again. Rap was stagnant before all this. I guess he's saying that Kendrick's about to bring back some conscious rap to the forefront. Okay. Stephanie, how you doing? She says he's not dissing Drake. He's dissing the industry. Parker says, be right back. Gonna mute and listen to the song a few more times. Smokey Boat says, okay, now Google the year that Jay-Z came on board. That was 2020, 2021. Rudy G says, you got all the smoke for Jay-Z. Supported Cap too. I told you, Jay-Z's a capitalist. Like, Jay-Z don't be standing on nothing. I've said this many times. Tarek says, I'm not buying this as a Drake. This is an easy cop-out. You people just want to hear him rhyme words. Exactly this. And Kevin Shrista says, Ack, Drake still ain't going to give you tickets, brother. Yo, chat, I do got to run. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. Please, if you're on YouTube watching me, do me a favor. This is all I ask. Hit the subscribe button on the King Academics page and the Academy page. We are at 150. We need 150,000 more subs to get to 1 million subs on the King Academics page, and we need about like 200,000 subs to get to 500,000 on the Academy page. So please, if you can do me that favor, just hit the subscribe button there. If you're following Twitch, just please hit the follow button there. And of course, if you're on the Rumble, please make an account and subscribe there as well. All right, chat. I'll be back tomorrow. Love you guys. I hate that I'm even getting off because nights like this, I love streaming all fucking night. But I'll be just streaming all fucking day tomorrow. Okay, chat. See you tomorrow. We'll talk about Ocho. Not Ocho. I mean, Shannon Sharp piping out some treesh. Yo, that nigga threw his phone and got to fucking, and then said he